Well, there's a new survey which has come out from the United States. It's not a survey, actually, it's a serious academic work, which actually shows us the difference between what people say in public versus what they actually believe in private. Now, I won't bore you with how they did this, but it's really, really interesting because a majority of Americans, 58%, believe that most people cannot share their honest opinions about sensitive topics in society today. Not only, but 61% of Americans admit to self-silencing private opinion. And that's really fascinating to see, okay? So I want to show you how this works. What you're going to see is you're going to see an issue and then you're going to see two dots. The one that's got a star in it is the private opinion. So publicly, what? The best part of 22% of people say, I trust the government. Really? 4%. And this, by the way, isn't just a whole bunch of MAGA people, because once you have a look here, every one of these questions is Democrats, Republicans, independents. It's broken down by race, it's broken down by finances, and literally 30 grand, 60 grand, 100 grand, 150 grand, all of them are 4% or less when it comes to trusting the government. Is society better off when individuals or experts are the ones that are making the decisions for everyone? 67% of people say, oh, no, probably, maybe experts are in reality. 75% of people say, let me do me, and thank you for the advice, but let me do me. And this isn't just a right-wing thing, because you know how lefties are like, yeah, revolution, man, we're going to change the system, man. Well, 20% of people publicly say that it's okay to resort to violence in order to save the country, when actual opinion is just 4% of people believe it. The government should restrict the expression of views deemed discriminatory or offensive. At a dinner party, like a quarter of people would say, yes, we should shut it down, censor it, close it, get rid of that post. Reality? 5% of people actually think that's what we should do. All of this is important because it's again, a little reminder about the great difference between the opinion columns in The Guardian, the polite chatter on Q&A, and the reality of where people are. Left, right, centre, rich, poor, and all in between. Now, obviously, you can't do a survey on each and every issue, which is why you shouldn't just let the loud lefty voices be the only ones that can be heard. It's why you should be here each and every night. It's why you should share the content of this and all the other shows at skynews.com.au. Go to the YouTube page, find it and share it as far and wide as you can, because that's the stuff they want to shut down when it comes to the misinformation or censoring of the internet laws. On censorship, by the way, the government should restrict the expression of views that are deemed to be discriminatory or offensive. Again, I just showed you that number is down at 5%. My apologies. Should you be able to use your religion as an excuse to disobey the law? So, I don't want to serve those two people, they're two blokes getting married. Well, that, again, 13% say that's the case, but it's actually 2%. A couple of others before we're done. Is American society fair? 37% publicly would say yes. 7% is the reality. 43% of people say that other people can be trusted, but the actual opinion is less. And finally, the media. This is a huge worry for America, America's democracy, presidential campaigns, all the rest of it. 24% of people say they trust the media. Left, right, centre, rich, poor, white, black, Hispanic. It's actually 7%. In fact, as you can see, 13% of young people, 4% of millennials, 7% of Gen X, 5% of boomers, and just 4% of people older than that. There is a gulf between what we say publicly and what we feel privately. So every now and then, let your inner opinionated self fly, because otherwise the only voices that get heard are the loonies. All day, every day. But that's why we push back here each and every night. And I'm so glad that you're watching.